Delighted to say Bill Mott's here, and we've just been hearing from Gary. I know obviously there he could have been riding for you this weekend. Just give a quick assessment before we come to your horse on what he's achieved since he's come back, because obviously you're prepared to book him. You think he's back to where he was?
Well, I guess I haven't been watching him as closely as a lot of people because he's been in California and I've been on the other coast, so I haven't watched him on a day-to-day basis. Obviously, I've seen the results and watched him ride a few races, and it's pretty amazing, you know, to watch him come back and, you know, get back into the shape that he was in before and be able to ride with the, you know, the type of, you know, ride the type of races that he needs to ride to get to where he's at now. So, but some people have that certain quality about him that have a lot of horse in him, and I think he's just a natural and one of those guys that can do it.
And you made reference to Cigar because he was in, I think he rode in that race as well. So, I mean, here again, you know, a few years on, who thought you'd still be training and he'd be riding in the race?
Right. Well, it was, I guess, what, 18 years ago? And, you know, that was probably as close as we came to getting beat during that particular run. And actually, it was one of those races where, you know, all with the races that Cigar had won and all his previous win streak, I never knew what he would do if he ever had to get down and battle with another horse, because he was winning his races so easily up to this point. And of course, then on the day here, Soul of the Matter ran up to him eyeball to eyeball, and then, you know, just watching the rerun last night, you know, we pulled back away by 3/4 of a length, I guess. And so at that point, Cigar showed a lot of determination, which we knew he had a lot of ability, but didn't know that he would gut it out like that.
Is that something you do often look back at Cigar? And when you do, what goes through your mind? Talk the emotions.
Well, you know, it's sometimes it does get very emotional because he was such a special horse, and he did so much for me and so much for everybody that in our operation, you know, not only me, the assistant trainers and the people that worked around him, and he meant an awful lot to a lot of people and did a lot for my career and gave me a lot of memories.
And with Royal Delta, we're trying to go into groundbreaking territory. So talk us through the preparations so far leading up to Saturday night since you've been here.
Well, you know, with her, it's obviously different because we're trying to win the World Cup with the mare, and you know, we were challenged enough to win the first one with Cigar, and now it'd be a great thing to try to win it with a mare, and she is good. She's very talented. She's very capable, and you know, we got beat here last year and didn't have the best trips with her, but right after the race, we hadn't gotten back to America yet, and Mr. Leone said, you know, I think she can run better than that, and I'd like to come back the next year. And, you know, then through the course of last year, she finished the year well enough that she got an invitation back, and she earned her way back into the race again, which horses have to do. You know, you have to be selected into the field.
And obviously lots made of the surface out here, but you've never made any, you know, you're happy with the way she acts on this surface?
She seemed to get over it very well last year, and she seems to be getting over it very well this year. And, you know, we let her blow out a little bit yesterday, and she looked really good. I was very happy with her.
And obviously lots also made of the fact that the Americans, though, since we've gone to this Torpedo, it hasn't gone as well. How do you assess the strength of this year's
Well,
challenge?
I think maybe not only, you know, the fact that Royal Delta's back, but I think the other two horses are probably the more legitimate horses that they've brought back. I think Animal Kingdom is a very good horse. Dullahan, I think they're more proven on a synthetic surface than what Royal Delta is. So they've got a lot going for them. They're good horses, and they've beat the top class horses in America on the synthetic.
But do you feel American racing has got something to prove with on the international stage?
Of course, it's a different ball game, I guess. And you know, initially, you know, it was in our favor running on the dirt because we've got the majority of the dirt horses, and so it moved the other direction. I think it opened it up to a larger group of horses.